Hello, welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some, at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Fiorentina have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The exciting Ivan Perisic. Tall and rangy, but he has a depth.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's having a go. What a save, terrific reactions. They've played it short. Carroll doing well down the right, but he's left himself in need of support. Andy Carroll's cross. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Chiesa. Carroll is leading the charge, but he's having to go it alone. Now it's Lanzini. Lanzini. So who's he picking out? Walker. And here's Perisic.
Perisic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Perisic. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Hit long and direct. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Lanzini. Forward it goes. Knocks it away. Let's put a stop to that. Right through the middle. Simeone. Chiesa. Ball is over the line. And it's fair too. Gerson. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Vertu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vertu plays it forward. Lanzini. Noble. Diop tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Vertu. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's got options out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. Towering header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Vertu. And it's Simeone. Chiesa. A really good feat. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, that's where he wants it. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Diop gets into the right position to intercept. Kyle Walker. Walker with a searching ball. That's not going to make it. Diop, and it's played forward. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gorgeous control there. Noble. Simeone. There's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Fiorentina head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Fiorentina can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Chiesa. Gerson. Decent looking ball. Big chance! They've done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Bit of simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Hoists it forward. Gerson. Vertu. Gerson. Vertu. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Lanzini tries to get it forward quickly. Vertu.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
Perisic. Has he found his man? It's a throw in. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Rice demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Perisic. Chiesa gets it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Up towards the front line. And it's played forward. Lanzini. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Vertu. And they're not going to make any further progress now. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Noble. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Wilshere. Walker to play it forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Simeone. Simeone.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Gerson. Almost nothing left on the clock here. West Ham look as though they are set to go out. Kyle Walker. Now it's Lanzini. Almost there, and the players can feel it. He's got his range wrong there. West Ham are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Perisic.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this. Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. More than happy to take the muscular approach. So that's it, it is all over. Fiorentina win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. The Olimpico, obviously an integral part of Roma's proud history. They're home since 1953. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Has got rid of that. Fiorentina have the league's best defensive record. Pumps it in with a header! Delivery, no joy.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Fair Fiorentina are the form side of the moment. 5 wins on the bounce. That intervention was very necessary. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Fiorentina seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Pellegrini is the guilty party there. To safety. And it's fair too. Chance! And he's there to hoof it away. Ball is over the line. Tries to dink it in. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chiesa. Good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Fiorentina going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Well, that's where he wants it. Chiesa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Pellegrini has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. 0-0 still. I like the chances though.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Has it out wide now. Forward it goes. El Shaarawy. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Gerson. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. Has a goal! Goal! Fiorentina! The breakthrough strike!
Fiorentina are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Fiorentina take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Ah, he's given it away. It's a brilliant interception. And the defence can get it clear. Fiorentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Goes for it!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
He's looked long this time. He can get that clear. And there is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Fiorentina head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Already up and running for the second half. Fiorentina carrying a one-goal lead. Fiorentina have been defending. Got a shot away!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Chiesa. That's great strength on the ball. There too.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
There too. Good clearance and very necessary. Fiorentina get it back again. Chiesa desperately wants to get on the end of this. Fiorentina are still that goal to the good. Lazio drives it forward. Pellegrini. Cristante. Under. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Zaniolo plays it out to the flank. Pellegrini. Zaniolo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
He's left his man. There too. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. El Shaarawy. It's gone a long way up and away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Under goes for the cross.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Into the channel. Chiesa looking to run onto it. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Up he gets! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Repelled by the keeper. He came in hard, very hard.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Now it's El Shaarawy.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Has a hit!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. Pellegrini. It is now or never. Time is against them. And it's Florenzi. Under's cross. And that's been levered clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Fiorentina win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Your final thoughts, Jim? Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic or universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Looking for a decent ball in. Could move up a gear here. Gets wrestled off the ball. There too. Chiesa. A buccaneering run from the defender. Lovely bit of skill. And the ball's come out! Fiorentina were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Yeah, he's fouled him there. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He'll fancy himself from here. He's trying the shot. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's played forward. Fiorentina are in superb form defensively. 5 consecutive clean sheets. Gets it back. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gerson. Fiorentina have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Oh, that's neat. Away from immediate danger. Decent progress down the left. He gets past his man. It is quite a run he's making here. Trill's going for goal! Goal! Fiorentina! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And here's Simeone. That's found its target. Oh, really good feet from him. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. He's got options out wide. Chiesa. And help's available out wide. Real chance! They've scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. I've given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Things. There is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Fiorentina ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're already back underway here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Oh, he's in! He's gone for it! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
There too. Bologna seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Gem! An absolute gem! And the lead is extended still further. Dispatched expertly, nicely done.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Fiorentina take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. He's got the ball glued to his feet. A chance to play it in. Clears it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. Brings it forward. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. It's being played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Gerson. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Chiesa, and it's got through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ball's loose, who's getting there? No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Gets away from his opponents. Shoots! It's in!
Bologna are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Vertu drives it forward. It's gone a long way up and away. Gerson. Vertu. Gerson. And it's Vertu. And here's Simeone. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gerson. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Vertu. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two minutes to be added on. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. There goes the whistle. Fiorentina emerge victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. Of course, the tifosi of Lazio have always been known for their extraordinary passion, something which is so very evident here today. Lazio have been in fine fettle of late, which can only add further to an already eagerly awaited encounter.
Well, when you come up against opposition that have the momentum and confidence that this team has, you have to form a plan. And in this instance, it has to be about sending an extremely quick car into heavy traffic. Defensive numbers can help pull it off, and while it may not sound the most exciting approach, there's an art to good defence too. We must remember that, and they have to get it right.
Immobile hits it!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
There too. Simeone, big chance! Goal! Fiorentina! There is the breakthrough! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Fiorentina have an early lead. Good start. Lazio have only dropped points on 2 occasions, both of those draws. Luis Alberto. Vertu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Simeone.
Lazio have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
A really good feat from him. Vertu demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Looks to clip it forward. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Patrick. Lazio, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Luis Alberto. Here's the ball. Towering header! And yes, it's there! Lazio back on level terms. Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Chiesa. Gerson. 15 minutes till half-time. Going for goal! Savic created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Simeone. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Radu is there, and he can get that clear. And he's there to clear it. And that's been won straight back. There too. Tries a shot! And it's Vertu. Played back in. And here's a corner, good chance. Vertu with the short one. And that's been well dealt with. And it's Simeone. Simeone! Chance again? No.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Gerson. Gerson turns and goes back. Has a hit! Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. He's gone for it! Oh, that's magnificent! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Fiorentina. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Fiorentina head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Across the field it goes. Luis Alberto pushes to get on the end of it. And here's Simeone. Played out to the right. Lovely feet. And it's Vertu. Luis Alberto battles to win it back. Could move up a gear here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Hoists it forward. There's the through ball. Chiesa. Great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
And here's Simeone. He's gone for it! A real chance and a real let-off.
Benassi put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Chiesa goes for the cross, goes for goal! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Hoists it forward.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what...
Has a hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Played it short. Looking for a decent ball in. And the shot! Savage. Patrick. Bastos. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Immobile. Luis Alberto. And the defence can get it clear.
Lazio are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Lazio are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And the through ball is intercepted. Almost nothing left on the clock here. The undefeated run now looking all but over.
Yeah, it's very much looking that way, but
what?
Well, what I'm trying to say, Peter, is that recent form and confidence levels, that might say otherwise. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that it's hard. But if anyone's going to turn it around, I think it'll be them. Lazio need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Oh, good take in a good area. And it's been taken straight back. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Fiorentina just have to run down the clock. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Fiorentina, winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. And after all of that, Jim... Well, there is a real sense of expectation here. It verges, in fact, on quiet confidence. There should be little doubt that they are favourites to make it through. After all, a point is all that is needed. But it is a job that still needs to be done. Excitement, expectation, but not quite certainty. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Fiorentina lining up with a look of total focus. Their eyes fixed on the ultimate prize that lies well beyond these group stages.
Yeah, on a night when a point will suffice, they have to take to the field, Peter, with a mindset to win. Everything else will then take care of itself until the draw is made for the round of 16. They cannot allow a muddled mindset.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Andre Almeida. Bujalski.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Out towards the flank. Oh, that's nice. Well read, he sorted that out. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Gerson. timely intervention. Andre Almeida. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And that should be the keeper's. Chiesa just making a foray down the right. It's got through and... And they've been caught out here. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too. Chiesa.
There too. Just brushed off the ball there. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Going for goal! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Fiorentina take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Hoists it forward. Oh, that's a waste. Gerson. Fiorentina got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. And it's played forward. Of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Fiorentina happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Fiorentina just about have their noses in front. Here comes another cross. Dynamo Kiev are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Cleared away. Andre Almeida. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's gone for the shot! More than happy to take the muscular approach. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Battles to win it back. Chiesa. Quarter of an hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He goes long. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good ball, it's found its target. And it's Vertu. Vertu plays it out to the wing. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Played in deep. And he's there to clear it. Referee's given a throw. Aimed in towards the centre. Andre Almeida. Bujawski. Bujawski. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Looks to set one up. And that has been cleared. Dynamo Kiev get it back again. Tries to get it clear.
Dynamo Kiev are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Gerson. Piazza.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Forward it goes. Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Fiorentina have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. A heavy challenge. Whose ball? Who's going to get that?
Fiorentina can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Plays it over to the other flank. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Simeone. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Played into the middle. Not knocks it away. So that's it. It is all over. Fiorentina have booked their berth in the knockout stage.